Welcome to the Saints Sports Corner. We got a great show for you today. We're going to be talking about Spencer Rattler's performance against the Buffalo Bills. We're also going to be talking about how this team made progress when it came to actually competing on Sunday. We also going to be talking about how the Saints could get a win against the New York Giants. Is this the time for Spencer Rattler to get his first win? I think it is, and we'll have a lot more of that on the Saints Sports Corner.
Yeah. Who that? Who that? Who that said they gon' beat them Saints? A win is a win by a mile or an inch. It's any given Sunday when we battling in the trenches. Who that? We that? Who that? We that? Die hard even after an L. Still reppin' in my section, yelling outside the dome, going home. Who that? We that? Black and gold soul, that's my song. Who that? We that? Who that? We that? Touchdown Saints, putting points on the board is how my squad steady winning. Sacks on D, turnovers, wow, don't even think about coming back, it's already late in the fourth now. We that, who that, we that, who that, who that, who that. 4,000-yard QB, 1,000-yard rusher, 1,200-yard receiver, straight pressure. Lockdown corner, throw that ball if you want to. TFL's in the backfield, boy, we on you. Black and gold, so that's what I'm all about. Forget about the division, the Saints run the South. Who that, we that. Who that? We that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that?
What's up, Who Dat fans? What's up, Saints Nation? Let's dive right into it, man. Look, I know you guys are obsessed with Spencer Rattler. There's a Spencer Rattler craze. We gotta stop putting all this blame on Spencer Rattler. He's a second-year quarterback who has had a total of 4 games with actual starters. He has done more good than he has done bad. I repeat, he has done more good than he has done bad, because every post I see, every time somebody criticizing his team, the number one thing they're criticizing is Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler may not be the reason the Saints are winning, but he damn sure is the reason the Saints are in games. He's not carrying them over the hump with a bad team, but a lot of decent quarterbacks doesn't. Can he grow into being a better quarterback? Yes, but it's only week 4. We got to stop acting like Spencer Rattler doesn't need time to grow in the NFL. He has had 4 games. I repeat this for all of you crazy fans who thinks that Spencer Rattler is supposed to be this elite finished product, like he's Jaden Daniels, who's not a finished product, CJ Stroud, who's not a finished product, Jordan Love, who's not a finished product. All of these guys are young. Bo Nix. We can go on and on and on. All of these guys struggle with something. You are paying too much attention to the things he's not doing and not enough attention to the things he's actually doing with a bottom 5 roster. You need to be focusing on the things Spencer Rattler is doing, because he is doing a lot of good out there. Is it great? No, but he's not a great quarterback right now. Is it elite? Is it elite? No, he's not an elite quarterback right now. He's a rising quarterback. He's a growing quarterback. I get that Tyler Shuck is on the bench and you want to see Tyler Shuck. But if Tyler Shuck can't beat out the 5th round quarterback that the Saints took previously with an older regime, you need to be patient. The worst thing you could do is throw Tyler Shuck out there and he's not confident, and then you horrendous. I get it. I get he wants to play. I get you guys want Tyler Shuck to play, but Spencer Rattler is the quarterback. He is not doing nothing bad. Y'all keep saying he won't win your games. Well, what the hell did he do in San Francisco? Against San Francisco? He threw you 3 touchdowns and you still lost. Only a bottom 5 roster would lose that game. That's a fact. Your young quarterback has put you in many situations to win a game. The throw against Jawan Johnson, perfect. Drop ball. You can't keep lying saying he's not doing the things he needs to do, and he's consistently doing the things he needs to do. Is he doing it at an elite clip like Drew Brees? Hell no, he's not Drew Brees. We got to stop the BS, man. We got to. Like, you keep pulling out all these numbers. He's not this, he's not that. All of those numbers you're pulling out, it's numbers that is nuanced, that has a lot of factors that goes into it. You cannot say Spencer Rattler can't throw a deep ball when I consistently see him throw deep balls. You got to scheme it up right. It's just that simple. When he's got a pretty deep ball, this is on coaching, this is on wide receivers, and this is on getting open, but this also, he has to see it. It all has to go together. It has to be coach call the right play, quarterback recognize the right play, quarterback throws the ball to the wide receiver catch the ball. It's a big play. It's not as easy as it seems. I know a lot of you guys haven't played sports or played wide receiver or played quarterback, but you got to understand it takes a lot of factors for the Saints to throw deep balls. Stop complaining about deep balls. They're running shell coverage. They're running cover two. They're making sure he dinks and dunks. They do not want to get beat over the top. That's just a fact. Stop the foolishness. Spencer Rattler is progressing as a young QB should. He's executing the game plan that Kellen Moore is giving him week by week by week. He's not turning the ball over. He's not getting sacked. The Spencer Rattler problem right now is that he's inaccurate a few times. He is inaccurate. There's a times where a lot of balls get batted. There's a times where a lot of balls get tipped. But listen, he's a young quarterback who's in a new system, whose mind is running, who also just has to settle down. All rookie quarterbacks have to settle in. Sometimes rookie quarterbacks play out their mind. He's not one of them. He's growing. He's ascending. Give him time. I understand Tyler Shuck is there, but give him time. They were saying the same thing about Jalen Hurts. And no, I'm not comparing him to Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts had a problem with throwing the ball. He was a great runner, but he had a problem with throwing the ball. Spencer Rattler is a great thrower who can run the ball. It's the exact opposite. But he has to trust his eyes. He has to trust his technique, but he also has to trust, most importantly, his offensive line. That's just the name of the game. That's just what it is. He thinks he's still got to throw the ball 1 or 2 seconds. This game he didn't, but that comes with comfort. That comes with trusting your offensive line. This is the first game he had all the guys there, and they were decent. They did their job. But guess what? He made plays. Stop the BS, man. We got to stop ragging on Spencer Rattler like he's the worst quarterback in the league. We got to stop ragging on him like he's not making no throws for your team. He's not making no plays for this team. It's foolishness. The man is consistently down 21. He has yet to play with a lead. These are things that you have to do as a team to help your young quarterback. Get turnovers. This was the first game the Saints had an interception. It's week 4. It's week 4. And this is the first game the Saints had a turnover. You got to make not a turnover, but an interception. You got to make it make sense. If you look at the Bears, they're turning the ball over, getting sacks, strip sacks, interceptions. He's not playing with that type of momentum. He's not. And if you say he is, you're a fool. You don't watch sport. You don't watch football. Give the man time to grow. I get it. I get Tyler Shuck is behind him. But if Tyler Shuck didn't beat him out, what you think you're going to see from him? Use your common sense. It's a rebuilding year. We knew they weren't going to win a lot of games. So why are you mad at it now? We knew this going in. I told you, I thought they could go 3-0, and they damn well should have. But guess what? They didn't. And they still proved my point when it came to their prediction that they only may win 5 games. But what are we mad for? We knew this. We got to stop pretending and stop acting. Every game, oh, Spencer Rattler. What happens when you put Tyler Shuck out there and he's no better? Then you're going to be mad all over again? When you could have been developing them, could have been using Spencer Rattler mistakes which he's not making, as growing opportunities for Tyler Shuck on the sideline, things he would have saw different. That's called building a quarterback room and actually building a great culture when it comes to quarterback and actually developing the quarterback. They're doing the right job. So stop calling for this Tyler Shuck stuff and stop criticizing Spencer Rattler like he's the problem with this team. He is not. There's so many more problems. Special teams has lost you the game 2 weeks straight. Like, they can't get out of their own way. And if it's not special team, it's defense. Then if it's not defense, it's offense. That's signs of a bad team. They can't just put it all together. When they put it all together, they will win. But until then, they are on 14. We got to stop pretending. They're not disciplined, they're not sound, and they do not continuously make the plays they need to make. That's where they at. It's sad that we consistently trying to paint Rattler. Oh, he's 0-10. To me, yes, statistically he's 0-10 because of last year and that debacle. But he's really 0-4 this season. Like, there's many reasons why why Spencer Rattler doesn't have a win. It takes more than just him to tangle. It's just that simple. We got to get out of it. We got to get out of our mind and stop this Spencer Rattler, pound on Spencer Rattler tour, pour on Spencer Rattler tour. It's foolish. It's nonsense. But let's move on. That's all I had to say, because it's ridiculous. Let's move on. I think Spencer Rattler showed me something when it came to using his legs. I didn't know he had that element. I knew he can scramble, but I didn't know he had that. And I think that is going to help unlock guys like Alvin Kamara and Taysom Hill. When Taysom Hill comes back, and also Kendre Miller, as you saw, like, this is a new element that Kellen Moore can use when it comes to Spencer Rattler. I didn't know he had wheels like that. I didn't know he could scramble like that. He showed me something new. And he did it without fear. The dude fights. He really does. He gives it everything. And you got to be proud he's landed out. I don't care what y'all say. A lot of y'all fools out there are watching Spencer Rattler, hoping he makes a play. But soon as he don't, y'all crying. Oh, he just this. You really want him to make that play. But you don't. But you need something to talk about to bury your sorrow in. It's a real rebuilding team. You're going to be pissed off because they're going to lose. They have no Pro Bowlers. And I'm not talking about old Pro Bowlers like Cam Jordan and Demario Davis. They have no new Pro Bowlers. What did y'all think they was going to win? Be realistic. We still haven't figured out how to stop the A-gap blitz. They running free on the quarterback. We still haven't picked that up yet. This team is growing. They're learning together. But there are bright spots. Let's move on. There are bright spots. Christian Boyd gave the Buffalo Bills offensive line that work put on the tape. Almost every single play, big defensive play that was made, the fourth down stop, the interception, almost everything that the Saints did on defense. When Christian Boyd was in there, he was causing havoc. And I know I'm not the only one that saw that. Christian Boyd was absolutely manhandling men. That's a bright spot. That's something you can talk about. As far as positivity. He jumped off the tape. So did Jonas Sanker. Another positive. So did Danny Stutzman on special teams, which he might be taking a lot of snaps from Pete Werner soon. There's positives that's happening. But if you keep focusing on Spencer Rattler, which is positive, the things that he's doing, you're going to be miserable. It's foolish. It is foolish. Shout out to Christian Boyd and Jonas Sanker, man. Quincy Riley's starting to get more snaps. He looked good out there. They're adjusting, but it takes time. Kellen Moore took over a dumpster fire. They're $92 million over the cap. Like, get with it. Get real. This team is depleted. They're starting from ground zero. It is what it is. It is what it is. Look out. The Giants are coming to town next. We have the New York Giants without Malik Neighbors. This is your shot to get you a win. You suppose good teams beat the teams they're supposed to. Buffalo Bills beat the Saints even though the Saints were scrappy. They're a good team. The Saints are really just trying to beat anybody because they're not a good team. They're hoping they can do what Carolina did to Atlanta. They're hoping they can do what the Giants just did to Justin Herbert. But that takes all three phases coming together. That doesn't mean it's going to be consistent. Jackson Dart can run the ball. He can scramble. Our defense better be ready. But if they get Spencer Rattler into a 21-0 hole, it might be another L again at home. You know why? Because it takes three phases for all you people who don't understand football to win a game. If everything ain't working in unison, they will lose. And then you're going to say, oh, Spencer Rattler lost the game again. When he does what he's supposed to, something else happens, another shoe drop. When he doesn't do what he's supposed to, for some reason, another unit is better. So until they all do it at the same time, they're going to be losers. That's just what it is. But I think they can beat the Giants, and I think they will. Because until Spencer Rattler get one win, you guys are going to cry your little hearts out. This is what the Saints I was used to back in the 90s and the early 2000s. Like before Drew Brees came, it was 8-8, 8-8, 3-13, 4-12. It was ridiculous. We didn't even think about wins. We thought about favorite players on the team. Go talk to those Saints players. They'll tell you. They hoped to win, but they wasn't a winning franchise. That's where we are. A lot of y'all are new Saints fans, new baby Saints fans who didn't understand how bad the Saints really was when it was the Aints. This ain't new. But let me get off that topic. The Saints can beat the Giants. They should beat the Giants. They're at home. So I get Jackson Dart is a problem. I get he brings them energy. But with no Malik Neighbors, I understand he got a few other weapons. Stopping the run will be your number one. I will blitz the hell out of Jackson Dart. I will make sure he don't run. You're going to have to show me in one-on-ones. And this will give us a chance to see if we got some lockdown corners. This is the season to find out what we have so that we can address it in the draft. We're going to get a top pick. Unless they start stringing in some wins, which then I'll probably be mad, honestly. Like, we need some top tier talent. We just at that point. But I hope we win a couple. Because we ain't going to the playoffs. At the same time, and I can be honest, at the same time, I think we should beat the Giants. Again, though, Kellen Moore has done a fantastic job with what he has. He know what he has. He's not a fool. He know they don't have a Malik Neighbors on this team. But he's scheming things up to get guys open. Spencer Rattler does have to see it better. He does. He's not without fault. He's not without criticism. He does have to hit his targets. Brandon Cooks, Chris Olave. He got to hit his targets. He has 2 horrible misses for touchdowns. But he also has some sweet, pretty balls for touchdowns, too. Also, Kellen Moore has to read the room. It's week 4, and Alvin Kamara hasn't beat a linebacker on a choice route or an angle route yet. Why? And a 5-receiver set, Alvin Kamara against the linebacker is guaranteed. It's automatic. You can't stop it. So why is it not happening? We're playing. This is what I'm telling you. It all has to come together. Our coaching should know this. You have to know your players. There's a lot of room for everybody to grow. And they will. because they're getting better and better each week. But it takes time. It takes time. Dan Campbell went 0-11. It takes time with these type of rosters with very minimal talent. We got a few bright spots, but we still need more talent. Who's your top dog at corner? You may have found something in you in a second, but who's locking the number one wide receivers down? Who's locking the Justin Jefferson down? The Malik Neighbors, the Puka Nakuls. Who's locking those guys down? Who? Kool-Aid looks more like a slot guy than he does a boundary corner. This is just the facts. Who's going to rush the passer outside of Cam Jordan and outside of Granderson? They have been doing a solid job, but teams aren't really scared of those guys. Let's be honest. Yes, they're getting sacks, but are teams game planning against them? No. Are teams game planning against Chris Olave and Rashid Shaheed outside taking away the deep ball? No. Are teams game planning against a great Saints offensive line? No. Finding a way to scheme pressures because they don't give up a lot of pressures? No. A team worried about Alvin Kamara in the running game? Maybe. But as of now, no. You got to give up something to get something. So let's calm down. Let's bring this down a notch and let's call what is. What is we're growing. We're getting better. We're learning how to win together. We just haven't learned. We just haven't learned how to win together. We're progressing, but we just haven't learned how to win together. Together. Not as one. Together. All three phases. Special teams, defense, offense, coaching. We could throw that in there too. But we're going to stick to three phases. I think it's coming, man. You just got to be patient. We got a lot of winnable games coming up. We just got to be patient. We're not the worst team in the league, but we damn sure not the best team. We don't have the best talent. We're not loaded. Like, we don't have a top tight end. We don't have a top wide receiver. We have a bunch of collection of wide receivers, but we don't. We don't have a dog. This is just the facts, man. Our running back room is looking okay, but Alvin is getting older. He still can ball if you use him, right? Cam Jordan getting older. Demario Davis getting older. It's not one hole. I could think of 10 off my hand. Just guard, both spots, a dog at wide receiver, a dog at tight end, 2 corners. You need 2 corners. You know what I'm saying? You need at least 2 defensive ends. Your defensive tackle ain't that bad, but you can still take that too. You need maybe Dennis Stutzman is the linebacker for Demario Davis. Maybe he's not. I'm sure we're going to find out. Come on, man. We're depleted. But I like what they did with Kendre Miller. I like what they did with him. I've been calling for this for 3 weeks, and he finally gave Kendre Miller volume. You know, I don't know if that's because of the Buffalo Bills stinking rushing defense, but they gave him volume. And he looked exactly like I thought he would look. He's a volume runner. You have to keep giving him touches. But if you're giving him touches, that frees up Alvin Kamara in the passing game. You got to know your personnel. You got to. Him in the backfield, Alvin Kamara on the outside, not on the outside, but in the inside, in the slot, Rashid Shaheed, Chris Olave. Who do you cover? Pick your poison. But also Jawan Johnson. You got to start scheming it up to where these teams don't know who to cover. Sometimes it's about dressing it up so that they can't cover guys. I know Kendre Miller can run it if you play the pass. And I also know if you don't play the pass and you play the run, Alvin Kamara is going to kill you. Rashid is going to run by you. Chris Olave is going to run and kill you on a dig or something. And Jawan Johnson, he's just going to clear him out. It's simple football. We just have to master it. That's it. And it may not be exactly like that, but put your guys in the position to win. That's all I'm asking for from Kellen Moore. But he did a good job this week. And I don't think it was a bad game, how everybody was talking. It's just the Spencer Rattler. Let's piss on Spencer Rattler parade for some reason. But we going to be all right. We going to be all right. We got the Giants this week. Hopefully this is a get-right game. You hate to beat a team when they're not at their best, but you only can play the teams on your schedule. It is what it is. Saints just need no more moral victories, but all right, we can do this type victory. They just need to feel good about something, feel good about themselves. And it only takes one for it to start rolling, you know? But you can't believe if you never did it. If you never won it, you can't believe you can do it. I guess some people have blind optimism, but you got to do it once in order to believe you can do it. And they haven't did it yet. But they're going to be all right. It's a long season. It's a long season. So I'm going to give out a game ball, a couple game balls. Kendre Miller gets a game ball. Christian Boyd gets a game ball. Jonas Sanker gets a game ball. Those are the positive. I don't even want to focus on the negative. The negative is we're clearly losing. But the positive, Jonas Sanker, Kendre Miller, and Christian Boyd, I think Brian Breesy did good too. But those guys, they showed me something. They showed me something. Danny Stuntsman and special team showed me something. So we got some positives. That's all we've been asking for. Can we just hit on some draft picks? Well, we looks like we hit on a couple. You know, Kelvin Banks, although he struggled a little bit, he's been solid this season. There's positives we can take away. Fuagas has been solid this season. Positives we can take away. That's all we're looking for. Infinity rings to bring into next season as we continue to grow. That's it. But I'm not going to hold y'all here too long. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know what it is with me. I'm going to keep it honest. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to make you feel good. None of that. Let's just call it what it is. They can't win as a team. And we are showing progress. There is promise. There is light at the end of the tunnel. But right now, we're just in that rut. So, as always, man, thank y'all for watching my channel. Thank y'all for commenting. Thank y'all for subscribing. I'm glad we had this conversation, this TED Talk about Spencer Rattler. I'm glad you guys can get off this train and just enjoy the positives you have. Hopefully we get the win. We should get the win. But if not, we come right back to the drawing board and try to get it the next week. Thank y'all for watching the Saints Sport Corner. Have a good one.